We're also seeing practical expressions of this alignment emerge. The rise of green sukuk used to finance environmentally friendly projects, increased focus on ESG compliant investment screening within finance institutions. Across the globe today, the financial system is undergoing a quiet but powerful transformation. Investors are no longer driven solely by returns, but by responsibility. Institutions are being held to higher standards, not just in how much value they create, but in how that value is created, who benefits from it, and at what cost to society and the environment. Hello and welcome to Islamic Finance Weekly. I am Rahma Say Muhammad. ESG comes in a framework that is fast becoming the global benchmark for sustainable and responsible investing. It challenges businesses and financial institutions to think beyond profit, to consider environmental stewardship, social impact, and strong governance structures as essential pillars of long-term success. But while ESG may appear as a relatively new construct in mainstream finance, its core principles are far from new. Non-interest finance, particularly within the Islamic finance ecosystem, has long championed values that mirror ESG objectives. Principles such as justice, transparency, accountability, financial inclusion, and the prohibition of harmful or exploitative activities are deeply embedded in its foundation. At its core, non-interest finance promotes ethical investing, which is avoiding sectors that harm society or the environment. Risk sharing and fairness, ensuring that financial transactions are equitable. Asset-backed financing, linking finance to real economic activity. Social welfare mechanisms through instruments like zakat, sadaqah, and waqf. And then financial inclusion, of course, expanding access to underserved and marginalized communities. So, as ESG continues to gain traction globally, an important question emerges. Is the world simply worth catching up with principles that non-interest finance has upheld for decades? Or, more importantly, how can this convergence be harnessed to address today's most pressing challenges? In economies like Nigeria, where development needs are significant and resources are constrained, this alignment presents a unique opportunity. An opportunity to finance infrastructure in a sustainable and climate-conscious manner, support small and medium enterprises through ethical financing structures, address poverty and inequality through socially impactful financial tools, mobilize capital for green projects such as renewable energy and sustainable agriculture, also strengthen governance and transparency within financial institutions. We're also seeing practical expressions of this alignment emerge. The rise of green sukuk used to finance environmentally friendly projects, increased focus on ESG compliant investment screening within finance institutions, the integration of sustainability reporting and impact measurement, and a growing interest from global investors seeking ethical and Sharia-compliant opportunities. However, this alignment is not without its challenges. Questions remain around standardization of ESG metrics within non-interest finance frameworks, regulatory clarity and policy support, awareness and understanding among stakeholders, and data availability and impact measurement, and the need to bridge perception gaps between conventional ESG investors and Islamic finance practitioners. So, throughout this month, we will take a deep dive into these issues. We'll engage the public and an industry expert to explore how ESG and non-interest finance can work hand in hand to drive sustainable development, the role of financial institutions in embedding these principles into their operations, the policy and regulatory environment required to support this integration, and what this means for Nigeria's broader economic transformation. We'll also bring you real-world insights, case studies, and perspectives that highlight both the progress made and the road ahead. Because ultimately, this conversation goes beyond finance. It is about building a system that is fairer, more inclusive, environmentally responsible, and resilient for generations. A system where finance serves you not just the economy, but humanity. So whether you're an investor, a policymaker, a business leader, or simply someone interested in the future of financial systems, this is a conversation you cannot afford to miss. So stay with us throughout this month as we explore the powerful convergence of ESG and non-interest finance and what it means for Nigeria, for emerging markets, and the global financial landscape. And with that, I say, don't forget to keep stay with us next week on the program. Follow us on all of our social media platforms displayed on the screen. Thank you for watching. And as always, I am Rahma Say Muhammad.